Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Here is a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell? Welcome to the morning show. We are here with a full crew.
Look at that.
Full crew, even Crazy Horse over here.
We haven't had a full crew of the morning show in, I don't even know. Nathan,
2 days.
How long? A month?
3 days. Look, she even brought the I want to wash, I need a bath doll.
I think it's called a Corona.
You got to talk into your mic.
What's it called?
I don't remember what it's
called.
Corona?
You put a Corona in there?
Did you ever see...
You got a nip in there?
It's like a real name to it, though.
Did you ever see the Parent Trap movie?
Yes.
And the twins?
Yeah.
And they had this doll called Cuppy.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the Cuppy. That's like everyone's wubby
Oh,
or
Martha,
soft spot
Martha.
or Cuppy.
Mother,
or...
we're going to have some other tea,
have a
Mother,
teddy.
with the
I have a
cuphead.
teddy.
You have a teddy?
You have a teddy.
I have a Bridget. I have a Bridget.
Do you have like a...
I have a Bridget.
Did you ever have like a Cuppy, a teddy,
No.
a wubby?
I didn't have, no. The only wubby I ever had got me in a lot of trouble. No.
You had a blankie. You had a blankie.
I had no blankie. We were Puerto Rican. We couldn't afford stuff like
You
that.
ever have a blankie or Cuppy or wubby, Michael?
I mugged the
I
blankie.
actually had the Snuggles Bear as mine.
Snuggles Bear. How about you guys? Alex, I want to know what Alex had.
That's Surfer.
He's so never going to
He's the
admit
surfer
it.
over there. You had a whoopee, right? You grew up with a blanket, a little whoopee.
Like those little stuffed animals, whatever that show was.
Hold your mic up.
I forget.
What,
Whatever
the
little
bear?
show
What
is
you
with
have? A
their-
Trump bear or something?
They
What you
go on
have?
the little
A Care
spaceship.
Bear.
A spaceship?
Oh my gosh.
And then it's like
the backyardigans.
No, not backyardigans. They're like little animals too.
Oh.
And
You
then
grew up with that?
Animals.
Something that was like
Yeah,
my
it's
little
an
thing when I was a
animal.
kid.
Really?
You're
I
lucky
forget
you even
the name
admitted
of the
to
show
that.
though.
Did you take it to school and stuff?
I don't know. I took it everywhere with me though. I had to
Really?
get shipped back from another state apparently. So
Wow.
I left it like that was my thing.
Where is it now?
My parents'
You never
house.
know.
I don't know.
I
bet
still
your mom
have
has
mine.
it. I bet,
Yeah.
yeah.
We had to
Moms
call
always
mom
have
and
those.
find out where
She
it
does.
is.
I had
She has
mine
it.
since birth. Like
Yours is
literally the
here. It looks like it
first day.
gave birth.
It's not even that one.
That thing looks like it gave birth. That
My
thing needs a
friend-
bath.
My friend
Ryan.
won this.
It needs
for
a
me.
scrub. It needs a deep clean.
All right,
Deep
now.
clean. It
Ryan,
needs
you have one? What did you
suds.
have?
I used to have a Woody doll when I was younger.
A Woody doll.
You know, my son Freddie had a Woody. That's that peckerhead guy, right?
But I never realized that Pixar actually was ingenious when they created the Woody doll because of all of the subliminal information.
I just realized what I said.
Yes.
I meant the doll, not the Woody. The doll Woody. Wasn't that
Thank
his
you.
name, Woody?
Yes. Yes.
Do you know they came up with that to sell a lot of Woodies? Can I tell you? You had
Do you
a
know
Woody
that
doll, huh?
he's actually
Look,
based
look,
on
he's
John
smiling.
Lasseter's favorite
Look
toy?
at surfaces. I wish I had a Woody.
And here's our trivia
Not
guy.
the
Who's
bruh.
John Lasseter?
I'm
Bruh.
crying.
Bruh.
John Lasseter was the director of Pixar. He's actually grew up with a Casper the Friendly Ghost pull string doll. That was the inspiration for
There was
Woody.
a
Yeah,
Casper
but
the
this one
Friendly
he
Ghost
named
poster.
Woody, that
Yeah.
you happen to be made of, theoretically, right?
You might as well put a
Wood,
Farquaad.
like Pinocchio or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's based
We
on
have
a
a
pull
picture
string
there.
toy that he had.
Interesting.
The fourth box?
So you had
the
a
fourth
Woody.
box, yeah.
Tatiana, what'd you have?
I bet you didn't have a Woody.
Mine was called Dragon Tales.
Oh,
love
yeah.
Dragon
I had the
Tales.
blanket of that, and
What the hell is that?
You rock.
it was a cartoon from the early 2000s.
Now she's a cartoonist. You're an animator, right?
That's right.
So you love anime.
Yes, I love.
You're like
Nathan?
Nathan. They animate all day long, and G-Man. They watch these cartoon animations on their phones.
No, Nathan's really good. He's a really great artist. You should totally.
But
talk to him.
do you watch the anime?
Yeah.
You watch that?
Yes, I do.
So when they're talking their verbiage and they're eating the sandwich, you understand what the hell they're talking about?
What do you mean?
Not G-Man.
You can watch
G-Man
it.
does.
G-Man's got his own language.
He has his own.
They have English, you know.
It's what?
Dub. It's called.
Dub? I thought we just said duh.
Yeah, so they'll dub over the
duh.
Japanese and like English language tracks.
Nathan's like, no.
Nathan, you speak duh? And there is
That was a
the Nathan grunt.
That was the growl.
Arr, the grunt.
Killing me, Smalls. You are killing me right now.
Telling me, Biggs. Telling me, Biggs. Telling me.
Freddie, I can't tell you because you're a boomer.
Freddie is a boomer for sure.
I'm a boomer, but I see all sorts of things in this place. She draws the same thing you draw, the same thing that Josh draws.
Everybody has their own art style.
Yeah, that.
I know,
Yeah,
but
mine
it's,
are stick
excited to see
figures.
hers 'cause I
let me
draw
tell you
Nathan's.
something, Mr. Biggs. Gigantor. You ever heard of Gigantor?
Yes.
Gigantor was a Japanese cartoon in the early 70s that started everything that you love today. Mach 5, Speed Racer, started all that crap today. So I may be, what am I?
A boomer.
A boomer, but I saw all this stuff before you even were hatched.
Man, started that, but who influenced it?
Well, back in the day, it was an influence too. I used to have my Gigantor.
It was not. It was.
Well, like Captain Harlock, Macross.
Is anime all from Japan?
Yes.
Yeah, but now there's adaptations in different countries.
So down here we have them.
We have
Is out of what?
American.
We have
American,
Western animations like
Yes.
Avatar: The Last Airbender,
Yeah.
Korra, Gravity Falls.
Never
Those
noticed.
are Western.
And there she goes. She can go on and on
Air,
about
Air,
animation.
Airbender is a movie. I seen it on
let's talk
Netflix.
about that movie.
The first movie was whack. I think the second movie
The first movie was
did
whack.
way better.
What is whack?
It was
Wacky?
terrible.
What's wacky? Terrible? Really? What generation you from?
What do you mean?
Whack is what we used to say in my day.
Whack.
You're not allowed to
No,
use
that's
that
even
word.
old.
Old soul.
That's a different term. That was you in the Bronx. When
I
you
mean,
whack
you
someone.
remember my family? My parents are part of your.
You know, I know your
neighborhood
father. Did you tell me?
Your parents are from his
You
hood?
know, I need to give you guys a picture, see if you guys really recognize.
All right, who got left? Joseph, what'd you have when you were a kid? But you said you were a kid.
I like watching
When he was a kid?
Sorry.
When he was a kid. A kid is like 12. He's like Doogie Howser of the
young
media
man.
business.
He's a young man.
He's like your son.
Yeah, but I used to watch Ninjago a lot. It's a
In
Lego
who?
show.
In what?
Lego.
Ninjago.
Same
Lego?
here. I used to
It
be
was a Lego
obsessed when I was
series that
younger.
was all about
Oh, I
ninjas.
love those in Cartoon
I'm
Network
glad we
back
all
then.
love cartoons.
I used to watch the cartoons on Saturday morning
Yeah,
Road
same
Runner.
here.
Oh yeah.
with a
that-
with a bowl of cereal
Bugs
and some
Bunny.
toast and some avena.
How
That's a
blessed
what?
we are that we don't have
What's
to
that
wait
banana?
for a Saturday morning to
Oatmeal.
watch it.
I mean, I
don't
grew
know,
up
that's the only
watching
time they
G.I.
gave was Saturday
Joe.
morning. Avena is oatmeal.
Ah, you had all that in one meal?
That's why I'm a diabetic now, because my
You
mother
had
loaded me
cereal,
up on
toast, and
carbs.
oatmeal. How about some carbs? for
And then
that,
my
though?
mother used to say, "Okay, go out and play. Come back when it gets dark."
You had cereal, oatmeal, and toast in the same meal?
Yeah.
There's the there.
Ever wonder?
Crunchiness, the crunchiness for the oatmeal.
And then,
Yeah, you know. I'm Puerto Rican too.
no, I don't like crunchiness in
You
my
don't eat crunchy
oatmeal.
Did it
oatmeal?
get soggy?
No, I like it stiff, but I don't like it crunchy. What? It's stiff oatmeal. You ever
Crunchy
had
oatmeal?
like watery oatmeal? I hate that
I
stuff.
love milk.
I like my oatmeal
Oh,
kind
that's
of
so
thick.
nauseating.
No, I don't make oatmeal with water. It doesn't taste.
No, it doesn't. You have to do it with milk. You gotta let the milk rise, and then you let it
But
cool
if
and
you
stir
get
it.
it stiff, that's like. Ugh.
You know what we used to call that? Mambo oatmeal. Because you have to stir the milk like this.
It's a whole lot of work to eat.
Right.
Oh, but it's, you know, if I make coffee with milk, you guys would love it
What do you
because,
mean? Instead of water?
yeah,
You can do that?
no.
No.
You make the coffee and then you stir it in with the milk and you stir it up.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
like you foaming, you know that machine you guys do with the foaming?
You got the frothers?
Bridget.
We used to do that. We used to do that back in the day with 2 pots. We used to
She sent
foam
me a
our
list
coffee.
of things that we have to work on before October. I got a whole lot of lists of things I got to do before October.
That's what I call a highlighter because all she
Bridget
does.
give you a list?
Yes, I got it last night. I'm going to give it to you.
Ooh, I'm
Who gave you a
excited,
list?
Bridget, we have a fairy godmother named Bridget.
Who the hell is that?
She's working on our foundation with us, and she came in. She goes, "If you could have any wish list, oh, you were on vacation. What would you like for the studio?"
I didn't
So
even
we
know
went
what to
around
say.
on our
You knew
wish
what to
list.
say?
No, I was like,
So they didn't know what to say, and then the more she asked, the more like, yeah, well, we could have this. You could dream big. And
Who's
Josh is
Bridget?
like, she's a fairy godmother for the foundation that we're working with.
No. Tell me who she is.
telling you
No,
who
you're
she is.
you're joshing me here. She's not the fairy godmother.
Did you
Who is
meet
she?
her?
yeah, she's great, honestly.
Yeah, she hangs around a wooden doll all day.
I mean, she came around asking us what would we, if we had unlimited money, what would we want? And that's what I was showing you.
More money.
The lights on
More
the
money.
ceilings, the more cameras.
It's
the
because of this
workspaces.
conversation with Bridget.
Yes.
How come I didn't meet
You
Bridget?
weren't here.
I'll
So
never
why didn't you
forget it.
tell me who Bridget was? I could have met her on the phone. What is wrong with you?
You were on vacation.
Bridget
Or
was
you
great.
were working with Jeff.
All right, so after this show, I want to call Bridget.
I will never forget that name.
Bridget, you guys know what we're talking about?
They weren't here either. But
Surfer, you weren't here either?
Surfer.
No?
so everyone started with a dream like this, and by the time we actually went around the whole studio, she said, "No, dream bigger. If you could have anything you wanted in the studio, what would it be?"
More dreams.
And then Josh came and he's like, "Oh, well, anything. Well, we want ceiling lights, and we want to wrap the room in green screen, and we want more mics, and we need more cameras, and we need and so everything was like,
Bigger and
Anything-
bigger and
How
bigger.
would you wrap this room in green screen? What would you do with the art? Take it down?
No, all you need is, like how we were talking about this.
You're going to put it on the rafters?
You just need a rack to go around with the
like they
curtain,
have at Don Pablo."
like a curtain one.
No, I used to have black wrap. Remember at the
Or-
But
studio?
you need like a rack, so you kind of like a big shower curtain, you like
But
it.
the only
Oh, so it'll be in
thing-
front of the painting.
But I've
I got
used
it.
them. They like curtains like that red curtain.
No,
there.
I got it. But you know, that's a 26-foot drop. Every
Well,
panel's
that's
about
why we have
$800.
Bridget.
That's why we got Bridget.
All right, so let's get Bridget on the phone, because if she got that kind of gap, I'm all in. What do I got to do, wash cars?
Dream big. I don't know. I got to go over the list, and I got it last night.
It's
so.
just green screens like these do better because they don't have like we have this fan on
They
us.
don't
It's not
wrinkle.
gonna wrinkle. So that's the only thing about it that we might need more of these, or to just get the wall plastic.
This is because we're outside in the cafe. You see the wind blowing the curtain?
Wind blowing.
Yeah, we
Remember
are.
the York Pepper and Patty commercial? It's like wind.
Yes.
See, you're old enough to understand our crazy thoughts.
know,
They're
it's so
looking
funny.
at us as if, what?
It's funny because he laughs. They look into space like, what the hell are they talking about? But he
Alex is
laughs.
like-
I don't know what's scarier.
Well, that's
Alex,
what
you-
happens when you get to 40. You understand the older people better than you understand the younger people.
He's in the halfway point.
You're halfway between them and us, Michael.
I
So what
know.
would you call, Nate, what would you call a halfwayer?
I think you don't mean anything, but it sounds kind of weird.
So let me ask Alex, do you surf?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I would like you to do.
It looks like a surfer.
I want you to put on your surfboard in front of it something that says the Brooklyn Cafe Show. And I want you to surf on the ocean with that in front. Can you do that?
I'll get a remote
Sponsorship?
control shark and chase him.
Huh?
I need to get good. There's no really good waves right now, but there's
Well,
a
put a
wake
little
park over
motor to
here.
the back of your board.
I got an idea
Just
for
go
him.
get a new board.
There's like a
We
wake
should
park
get him
over
a
here,
surfboard,
which
put
you
it
don't
in
need the
front,
waves
make
or
it look
anything. It's like
he's
a
surfing
cable.
in front of the green
Well, what
you ever
if
seen
what,
those?
what- you also rent the little scooter things, right? What is that? The
Jet ski.
the waves, the jet
the
skis.
jet skis, yeah.
You rent that, right?
Yeah, I do that.
So tell your boss in the back of the jet ski, we're gonna put a little floater, and on the back of that floater, what we want to do is we want to watch the Brooklyn Cafe like a little thing behind, and then I want you to go
Yeah.
up and down the ocean, and then we'll work out something with
Do you have
beer
any
company.
used
or whatever.
surfboards by any chance?
I mean, I got like just a couple right now. Just like a wake surfboard and a wakeboard and then a surf.
We have
Those
a
are
actual
client that's
surfboard.
looking for some used surfboards for a party.
You know what we
I
should
guess
do?
props.
That's
I have,
props.
Like, a
Done.
few.
Yes.
We should have him on a
but they're not all
surfboard, like,
surfboards, but they're
like
all
the old
boards. They're all
60s.
if they
different.
look like
party
boards, it's just
things.
props.
But if you need some,
Laura.
yeah, I could bring some in. I don't
For
care.
props? For Laura?
Yeah.
She wants props?
Yeah.
What, for the Bon Voyage for her birthday?
No, she's having a big party at her Airbnb.
When is this? I got no
I think
invite.
it's I don't know. I got to get the date for
Did
it.
you get an invite?
Not yet. I just know she's planning it, so she needs surfboards. So she's reenacting her life years ago with Tracy at a bar down in Fort Lauderdale. So they're trying
What,
to
they went
reenact
surfing?
the beach. I don't know.
Or
what
they
she's
dated
doing.
surfers?
I don't know what Laura and Tracy did, but apparently they did like some Coyote Ugly stuff. So that's what she's trying to reenact.
you know
Why she
Coyote
needs
Ugly?
surfboards,
I
don't know.
do.
Yeah, I know you do. I know
Can
you
you
do.
imagine Laura and Tracy on the bar doing
I
Coyote
can.
Ugly?
I can.
Right?
I can see Tracy still getting up there.
You guys don't know some of these people. You're going to meet them and then you'll understand.
You guys know Coyote Ugly? You guys know the movie? You know it? How can you
Kind
not
of a
know it?
chick
I feel like
flick,
I've
but
heard
it's
something,
basically
but I
the
can't
story of
name
this
Can you find us a picture
musician.
of Coyote
They
Ugly?
had a
can
bar.
only get a
It was a
job
bar.
working in a
I think
bar.
it was a bar. Where was the bar at?
It was like in New York.
New York. I think it was in Brooklyn. And what they did was they used to ring a bell, and then the girls used to get up on the bar and dance. And they used to do
Serve drinks.
all sorts of dancing, and you had to drink and tip them when they were up there. And they would pour the booze into your mouth.
Yeah.
It was a waterfall.
Like Tom Cruise, only the female version of it.
Tom Cruise did that?
Yeah, was it Top Gun or?
No, Cocktail.
Cocktail, thank you. See, he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he would win trivia like no one
Yeah, you're not
else.
allowed. We're going to have a trivia night at 3 a.m. You can come, but you can't play.
Although G-Man said he wants to be on your team.
You'll be the judge. But that's why we should have skits.
There you go.
That's Coyote Ugly.
Yep.
And which is that? See the girl in the pink? She was the nice one that came along, and they converted her into the rest of that mash pit.
It looks like that. She's
Yeah.
the only one wearing
She's the one that got
Wearing
converted
pink.
not
Exactly.
not fitting into the color scheme.
because you wanted to make money, and to make money you had to do Coyote Ugly. So
All
people-
right, here's my did you know? Did you know giraffes are 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning than people?
I
That
wonder
makes
why.
sense.
they're like an antenna dog.
Hello, like fun facts. A cloud weighs 1,000,000 tons.
Did you know that?
Do you know how to spell the word ton?
T-O-N.
How do you make it plural?
Yes.
You would
tons.
think so, right?
Yeah.
But apparently, I'm going to ask Joseph.
With an E.
How do you make plural the word ton? I'm not asking my English person over here.
Yeah, I've
Tones.
seen it written as Tonnes.
Thank you very much. Ding, ding, ding. 100%. I had no idea. Is that a fun fact?
What are you,
Yes,
an
Nate.
encyclopedia? You know how I spell it? T-O-N-G-U-E. S.
Wait, here. Who was I talking to? One of our crew members. I don't think he's working with us anymore. He told me that his siblings are identical. Oh, it was Andrew. He's still here.
Gato?
Yes, Gato. He's got twin siblings. And I said, are they identical? And I said, they're not identical. And he said, they are. I said, but you've had a brother and a sister. There's no way they're identical. And he says, I never thought about that. You're right. They can't be, can they? Like, no.
Automatically.
You could be
fraternal.
identical twins, brother and sister.
How?
A girl and a female comes out at the same time. You could be
A
identical.
brother and a sister cannot be identical twins.
A female and a male can be identical
Do you
twins.
know what identical means?
Means they look the same.
No, they're identical.
They look the same.
Identical.
They
Okay,
look
do
the
they
same.
look the same? If you're a guy and I'm
Wow.
a girl, how are we the same?
We look the
Down to
same.
the
Doesn't mean we
chromosome.
are
all
the
the way
same.
down to your genetic.
But
no,
that's
no,
not.
no.
Wait. That's not the definition of identical.
What?
Identical.
Yes.
The genes are exactly
No,
identical.
no.
It's-
I'm
it's-
sorry.
it's
No.
a gene-
Welcome.
You're
it's
talking about a
genealogy.
fraternal twin.
Nathan, you gotta help me here. You gotta welcome yourself to the
in the
21st
middle.
century.
We're like,
Can someone please give me the definition of an identical twin?
There
What
is.
you
Listen.
bear
Okay, hold
resemblance.
on. You go to the bathroom. It says male. It says female, and then what does it say in the middle? Huh?
family.
Family?
It
Huh?
doesn't say identical.
It can. That's where the
Why
identicals
would
go.
twins have their own?
Sometimes
designated-
identicals carry both
But
sexes.
Andrew looked at me and he goes, wow, I never thought about that. You're right. There's no way they're identical.
They are identical, except for
No.
one thing, but that doesn't count anymore.
That's more than one thing.
That-
That's
That's
your
not-
entire
We're
genetic
back to the
makeup.
chromosome.
We're back to that again.
It's
This
a
is
chromosome because he's got a Y and she's got two X's. But
Listen,
they not identical.
for the guys in studio. You know the women are trying to get rid of us. They're getting
Clearly.
rid of the Y chromosome.
You can't even.
You gotta
come
help
with-
me, even if the conversation sounds stupid. You gotta help me with it.
You can't even come out with two boys anymore. You come out with a boy and a girl.
Right, you could have like two sisters and they're not
Wow,
identical.
look at you! You're so
It's
humorous.
not twins anymore. We're
Ah.
just two boys.
Well, you can
It's
have.
always gotta be a
First
girl
of
in
all,
there.
you can have a twin. You don't know if they're two boys, two girls. You don't know that anymore. It is what it is.
But
Twins
then
are
they come
twins.
out of separate sacks or
No,
one sack.
no, Dawn. It's one sack.
No.
Yes,
It
it
would be
is.
separate sacks.
It's a sack. It's a one-a-sacker. It's a one-a-sacker with two X.
unisack.
Separate sacks. A unisack.
It's a unisack. And sometimes they trade pieces. That's all. Here. hold
Yes,
this.
well,
Here,
I
hold
once
on.
had a unicycle.
I don't know if that's how it works.
Oh, look at. We got a giggle at the surfer. He's actually smiling over there.
All right, here's my next question.
No, hold on. I want to do fun facts of the day. I gave each one of the producers has a fun fact they want to share with us.
Yeah, you have a fun fact?
So
Okay.
no, let's start on this side because Mr. Encyclopedia over here.
He's just like Gio, right?
Oh, I can't stand
You're
it.
so much like our executive producer, Joseph.
His name is Joseph. That's Gio's middle name.
Of course it is.
It's meant to be.
Good fun fact to
Yes.
start off with.
What did you got? What you come up with?
I never got to that.
We just had the
Might
meeting
have to-
10 minutes ago.
We might have to start on the other end, yeah, because I.
All right, let's start over here. Let's
Or
move
audio
on
book.
from the encyclopedia to
Tatiana, fun fact of the
Tatiana.
day.
Sometimes sloths will accidentally grab their own arms instead of tree branches, and they might accidentally fall.
Say that
A
again.
sloth.
Yes, sloths sometimes when they're climbing, they'll grab their
It's
arms.
like most dates I used
Do
to
they
go on.
fall? Do they fall slow motion too?
What are you, a funny guy?
You know, sloths are slow.
Most of my dates are sloths. So they grab themselves before they grab a tree?
I've seen
a tree
sloths
branch.
move
Sometimes
faster
they
in
accidentally
traffic.
grab their own
Arms
arms
instead of the
instead of tree branches,
They're stupid.
and they fall.
They're stupid. Yeah, sloths are stupid.
Well, they're slow in all aspects, including their brains.
You have friends that are sloths, or you just call them that?
No, but I've seen plenty of sloths in traffic.
Oh, yeah. He's making a joke.
You seen plenty
He's
sloths
being
in
funny, guy.
He's a funny dude. Thank you very much.
Ryan.
Another
Well, I did learn something new today. So, like, I live in Boyan, and I decided to, like, take the bus all the way here. And I never knew this before, but, like, the bus goes into, like, the FAU campus, and I thought that was, wow, that's pretty cool, you know, convenient for...
As you went by the studio, you realized that?
Yeah.
You don't have to drive.
You know, that
He
happened.
doesn't go to FAU.
You know but that happened to me. I was going to New York, and the train went past New York into Jersey, and I said to myself, you know, I should have gotten off in the last stop, because there was a river between two stops.
Oh yeah, that takes a long time.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Alex, fun fact. He makes
Alex
himself
not
laugh.
even. He's not even awake yet. Alex to Earth to Alex.
He needs to get his
Are
coffee.
you breathing?
I know.
You can land
It
here.
wasn't my fault. It was
No?
my friend's 21st, and we wanted to go to the casino, and
Last night?
wanted to go, yeah, have free shots and
Wasn't yesterday Wednesday?
everything.
So you went to the casino last night.
Yeah.
Did you win?
Oh, I wasn't really playing too much.
You were
but-
just drinking?
No, he lost his shirt.
Hanging.
You were just drinking? Don't you
And then he went
drink?
to Lost and found it again.
Don't you drink for free? Don't you drink for free when you're at the casino?
We went to the Hard Rock over there.
You have to
don't-
pay?
Yeah, they make you pay if you want to get drinks and everything.
Really? So you have to pay
Yeah.
for the? So you had 3 drinks for like $90?
No, it's not that bad, but I mean, it's like what, $8-9 a beer probably over there. Like the big guitar over there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah.
That's why you should drink before you go into the casino.
$9
No,
for
we
a
did.
Then all you
We
gotta
got-
get
we
is a
got free
Coke.
shots.
Is that
'Cause
your
it's
fun
21st
fact?
birthday.
That's my fun fact.
You get free shots.
No, I got a good one.
Yeah.
That's it? 3 shots and
No,
you're done?
3 shots. Like
3
20
shots of
like,
what?
I forget what it was. It was something that.
Well, you
like
just put something in a
bourbon.
glass and swallow it?
No, this was, the place we go to, this lady, like, I don't know, she likes us all. She gives a little sparkler. She came out for him. And
Her name wasn't
gave free
Tracy, was it?
shots. No.
Because Tracy works around there somewhere.
Nah.
So what? So you had 3 shots and then you would.
Not 3 shots. They're like 21. They give like a whole platter.
Oh,
for, like the
wow.
birthday, yeah.
Who
whatever.
bought that?
Wow.
They give it to you, he said.
For free. It's his birthday.
Oh, because it was his birthday. They gave him a
Yeah.
21 shot platter. That's
Yeah,
better than 21 gun
pretty
salute.
much.
I
Holy
guess I know where
smoke.
I'm stopping by.
When's your birthday?
This month?
Well, you're 23.
Yeah.
So let's go
What
down
does
there.
that have to do
I
with?
think it's on your 21st birthday. They try to get you drunk.
No,
It's like the
it's
big,
every
like,
every
yeah.
birthday. She's 21.
I can pass.
You're past
You
her
got a fun
14.
fact, Freddie?
Me? Yes. So I went on a ghost tour. What is wrong with my phone? Stop calling me.
Important
So
guy.
I went to Georgia. No, I didn't go to Georgia. I don't know where the hell I went. South Carolina, and I went on a ghost tour, and they had a horse pushing a carriage. So they go, Santori, please sit in the front. I lived, I used to go to things in Central Park, and I says, I don't want to sit in the front. You have to sit in the front. I don't want to sit in the front. And so Linda goes, come on, let's sit in the front. It's the best view. So as the horse goes, I see the big horse butt in my face.
Yep.
And the horse poops.
And it's going. and there's a rocking in the motion, and I see him rocking in the motion, and I go to Linda, I'm gonna tell you something, this thing shoots out, and I'm gonna be screaming. And this horse is such a mess. It shot out bulls. It came out in, like, The Exorcist was in this animal. Yes. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Spoiled hay.
So what does she do? She holds up a shield.
Not the shield.
She holds up a shield. She goes like this, and the shield comes out of I don't know where.
Linda?
No, the lady that was doing the tour. And this is to protect you. I want to get off of this now.
I want to get off this
Not
ride.
the splash zone.
I don't think you and I could ever go on vacation together.
And this animal
Because these
was,
things that you do, I could never
this
do.
animal, I never seen anything like this. So I said to her, you don't have to take us on a ghost tour. I'm seeing God right now. This thing was hitting the sheet, and she's holding it. I'm going to tell you. That's my fun fact of the
That's
day.
your fun fact? I got one. Did you know water may not be wet?
I guess she was drinking those 21
Water
drinks.
might not be wet.
It's
it
not.
says this is because
Dry
most
water.
Scientists define wetness as a liquid's ability to maintain contact with a solid surface, meaning that water itself is not wet, but it can make other objects wet.
Did you know
I
that?
lost some braids.
Have you ever seen Aquaman? No, what's the name of the guy who comes out in his
like
water?
The most ridiculous
Jason Momoa?
It's
Aquaman.
not wet.
Water's not wet. Damn. I used to say all the time, the truth of the fact is, water is wet, ain't
And
it?
that's exactly what I'm telling you. You always say
Wow.
water
You
is
just
wet,
destroyed
and
my
they're saying
bubble.
water is not wet.
Did you know that? You see, you went to school for 4 years of educational college, and you didn't learn that. You didn't learn that. Guarantee you didn't learn that. That's right. 200,000.
Did you know, I have one,
Okay.
that butterflies live longer in the cocoon than
They do it in the
after.
outside.
Isn't that crazy? Just
So
3
answer
days.
me this,
3
Batman.
days.
How is it that the monarch butterfly goes from Boston to Europe
Quickly.
before it dies?
I guess I can do that trip in 3 days.
Well, I guess what you would know because water ain't
It
wet.
pays for. It uses its frequent flyer miles to take a plane flight.
I heard. It might not be true. You can check it. That they fly on the jets. Whatchamacallit,
Jetstream.
The jet stream they leave behind, and that's the reason they were able to do it.
But that wouldn't make sense back in the day when they weren't jets.
Well,
No,
you don't know
jet stream
that.
is this current of air that runs north to south,
I don't
west
think
to
he knows.
You
east.
see, she thinks that I meant
Oh,
a
like
jet.
a legitimate
Yeah,
jet.
Planes will actually use it to
I
cut
wanna
down
know.
on flight
Let me
time.
listen to
yeah.
trivia.
I'm gonna tell you something.
You
There was
were
a
like trivia man
there
over
was
here.
a joke in there until he just turned this
I'm
serious.
gonna call him. I'm gonna call him
Actually.
trivia man. Yeah, forget it. Michael always.
You
has
got the
actualies.
encyclopedia over here, and then you got the
Trivia
Britannica
man.
over here. Unbelievable. I feel stupid in the middle.
Trivia man. All right, we're gonna take a commercial break. More to come.
If
with
you
Fun
feel
Facts.
stupid, give us a call.
Fun Facts with Freddie. 888-994-4995. Studio A. More to come. We'll be right back.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Call 800-651-4808.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, From podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, Tasty Richard Pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
5 minutes.
And we're back.
What else you got cooking?
Did you introduce her, by the way?
Who, Danny?
Yeah.
Who should I introduce her to?
To the audience.
Yes, when you were away, Danny co-hosted with me. But we
I
can
noticed
introduce
that.
her again.
I noticed that. I'm going to tell you something. When I'm away, you throw Freddie under the bus, and you come back to the wrath of Freddie. That's all I got to tell you. Yeah.
Which is what?
But Danny helped me last night. See, everybody abandoned me last night.
I was here.
Ran out the door. Me and Danny stayed here till 10:30, fixing Studio B.
You left right after I
10:30.
did,
No.
but it's okay.
They don't know that.
It's like till 9:30, I guess.
They don't know that. And we got here, we left late.
Yeah,
It was
the rain of
it was
the
actually
weekend
7:30.
really set us back a couple days.
Well, that's the OCD in you when you want to get something done like now, you know.
Well, this is what happened. She says, "Oh, I guess we'll do it in the morning." She kept saying it. So she knows this psychology.
Who,
so
Danny or me?
yeah, Danny.
No.
So I ended up went in there and I said, "Well, this isn't right. This isn't." I called Gio. He says, "Well, you got to plug this here, plug that." So she went on the other one side of the computer.
That
I
was
went on
his
the other side.
mistake. That was his mistake. Going into the room and then calling Gio.
Yeah, but the thing
How
is
you
that
gonna
room
do
has
it?
not been set up since you came back from Jeff.
I didn't know that.
So it's been 2 weeks.
Well,
so we
she
haven't used
knows
that room.
now the blueprint on how to set it up. It's all set up correctly.
I think we should write it down.
And all you gotta do is you gotta know what each part is, which is why she was giving class today. How do you like being a teacher?
I like to do it, but I don't know. I feel like I do better when people like know me. You know what I mean? Rather than just like.
No, you have
or
to
on
teach.
the camera is different too.
That isn't teaching. That's just
You know,
talking.
you ever watch something on YouTube, like you look up something, you're like, how to do this, and they explain it to you, you know what I'm saying?
But there's gonna be a test afterwards because I want to see how much they retain of what you're teaching.
Oh, wow. So
Oh.
turning it into an institute, guys.
Apparently, the next level of our how-to book they want how-to videos, is what I was told on a YouTube channel.
That's because
No,
this
but that's fine. I can
this
do
generation
that,
does
but-
everything with video. How do you change a tire? Oh, let me look on YouTube. Oh, there's a nut, there's a
That's
wrench.
exactly what I did for VMix to put a green screen on it.
Did you?
I found
And
the
it
video
worked?
so quick. Me and Neville did it in 2.5 seconds.
But did you? Yeah, right. Neville doesn't do anything in 2.5
Neville
seconds.
has to write that page down too. That's
Yeah.
his.
Yeah.
Matter
I'm
of
still
fact.
waiting for that for 3 weeks.
Yeah, where is that?
It's been 3 weeks. It's in
You
his
see, but
phone
you don't
and
know
his
how to
notes.
ask. Let me ask you a question. You ever look on YouTube and you get a video on how to do something, and the guy is from another country, and I can't understand the damn word he's saying. Never happened to you in the encyclopedia?
The worst part is the ads. Sometimes.
On the ads drive me nuts, but I can deal with the ads. I just can't
Not
deal.
me if I'm trying to give someone the Heimlich maneuver.
Well,
And in the middle of that, you need to get an ad.
You're gonna go to YouTube. It says he is going to die, but we'll come right back after these 4 commercials.
Yeah, all that. We had Michael with me. He did a great imitation for my phone call Monday with Comcast. What was that?
There was Jeff Foxworthy's from Outsourcing album, which was he's talking about. I don't know why I have to call the computer help center and not talk to somebody on this side of the globe.
I put that in my letter yesterday.
Who'd you send a letter to?
Comcast.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it was about yay big.
I'm just wondering, at what point in the boomer generation do you actually become the boomer that you start sending letters like my father does, complaining to people?
It's not that I wanted to complain. Hold on. It's not that I wanted to complain. I
officialized.
spoke to 11 different people at the help center. And every one of them
Said there's nothing
spoke
wrong.
worse English, and I couldn't understand them. And then that was the first problem I was having, because if you're helping me do this thing, so you saw me with the laptop and everything else, the engineer that came in here last night looked at me. He laughed. Oh, they made you go through all that. He's telling me they don't know what they're doing.
Well, we know that. They're like triage. All they do is they're a triage department to keep you hoping that they're going to show up instead of saying, we can't help you. They tried to troubleshoot it, but we were hit by lightning, so there was no troubleshooting without new equipment.
But then on the board, it should show that the line is down. And this is what he said. They shouldn't. They knew. They just didn't know how to tell you why the line was down. Now, I have seen a truck take out that line. I have seen across the street there's a box for Comcast. So my son goes on there and he tells them it's across the street. Remember this? So Comcast said, that's impossible. And guess what? They came out, they went across the street and fixed the problem.
Things
So
are
how
good.
does he know?
Your son? Because your son's a genius.
You probably went around looking for it as well.
Well, he also sent us a map of some things that were happening a few blocks away, but they ruled that out because they took care of that problem. So they did an investigation. Because they want to sound. No, they want to make it sound important. So we are conducting an investigation. Not we're looking into it. We're doing an investigation. So they want my name, my rank, my serial number. They want to know how I am associated. They took 20 minutes to verify who I am because it's an investigation. Ever seen that? They should have this for marriage licenses. So you're going to get married, there should be an investigation.
Yeah.
Absolutely, right?
I know. I think about you all the time.
No, you're already married. That's past investigation. That's done.
That's just insanity.
That's just insanity.
At some point, the amount of years you're married should be deemed not congratulations, like insanity, because you cross this threshold of newlywed, raising kids, to just insanity, and then it just goes down.
They should give you money, the federal government, every year that you're married after 20 years.
So you should get a tax credit afterwards.
And you should get a tattoo or
Should get a tax
or
credit.
tat-
Why didn't we just have
Staying
a
married.
Tax credit tattoo.
Yeah.
Why did we
Sheriff.
talk about it?
The sheriff.
No, the other guy that was on the Imposto Latino. The
Well,
council,
he's running
the
for
chairman,
mayor. He's running for
something.
mayor.
Get him to
Can you
make these
imagine?
policies.
Can you imagine getting a tax credit if you're married long enough?
That's what Trump wants to do. He wants to give everybody a tax credit. So you're married long enough, they should double it.
100, I think, yeah. It goes to
So he's
bedrooms.
voted in, and he says, "Did I say that? I don't
So
know."
you can have
Alzheimer's.
separate bedrooms.
So did you hear the fact? Dawn came up with another fact yesterday. If you pick your nose, you get Alzheimer's.
They're saying that there's a link that was done in a rat study that if you pick your nose, it may lead to increased Alzheimer's. My question was how I don't know any rats that pick their nose.
So I
but
talked-
apparently it's the same bacteria.
So I talked to Gio, who does NASA for the mice. I'm not allowed to use the word rats. Excuse me. And so I asked him that question: who scratches the nose of the mice? So apparently there's this thing that they put in the cage, which itches their nose, and they end up doing that.
Is
That
it a
bent thing.
finger?
It's not a finger.
No, they
Is it shaped like a
This
finger?
is shaped like a finger.
Yeah.
Just go like.
Yeah. Oh, you seen it?
Micro nose.
Micro nose.
All right, here's the next one. Wearing a tie can reduce blood flow to the brain by 7.5%.
Which is why I never wear one.
Wearing a necktie can reduce blood flow to your brain, which can make you feel dizzy, nauseous, and cause headaches. They can also
all this
increase
time I thought it
pressure
was
in your
my
eyes if
ex-wife.
you're too tight. And they're great at carrying germs. Ever getting germs? So
On what, a tie?
yeah, well, you know ties carry a lot of bacteria, right? Because
Yeah,
you
but you
eat
can
and you don't. People don't wash their ties.
But you can say that about hair, I guess, in your face. Like, our hair touches everything.
But you wash your hair. People
Which
don't
is
wash
the
their
one-
ties.
which
Not
is-
every day. I don't
Which
wash
is
my
the
hair every
number
day.
one bacteria area on your head? What do you think?
Your
I
mouth.
know this.
Lice?
Your mouth.
Your ears. You ever notice you get wax in your ears? Do you know why?
Because you're a boomer.
Nathan, what are you hiding about, Nathan? Why, you don't get wax in your ears?
No.
You never put a Q-tip in your ear? I would love to see the potato feel in your ear.
Glistening
Somebody
over
get
here.
me a Q-tip.
Now we need to zoom in on your ear. It's glistening in this light. I think it's time.
Let me see your ear.
I
Let me
did
see.
mine yesterday.
Oh my God.
They say you're not supposed to put Q-tips in your ear.
Yeah, you have to though.
You think that
You
suction
can't.
tool is better?
You're really not supposed to do any of
So
it.
you haven't cleaned your ear in 38, 60, 57 years?
57 years.
You've never put anything in your ear?
I didn't say that. I just said you're not supposed to.
She
clean
said,
it.
huh?
What'd you say?
She has her ears
Holy-
protected by her hair.
You have like a house going in there. They're building a house.
They say you're not supposed to put things in your ears. How do we end up on
You
that?
know why they say that? Because of germs. Remember the big ties back in the
No,
day?
because I think people don't know their limits. Like they go too far and they can puncture their eardrum, and that's
No, you just go on the outside of the ear. Don't stick it in your head.
like that
people
thing.
don't know that.
You know, like when something feels painful, but you just still do it.
Well,
'cause
that's a
even though
different
it's,
show.
like,
That's a
weird.
different show.
No.
It's that good
Look at
kind of
Surfboard.
pain. He's
Boy,
like,
you
"No,
had some
know
night
it."
last night. Hey, he's laughing. Look at him. Yeah, some light last night. Yeah,
Picking off
painful.
a scab, like
Yeah.
you know it's gonna hurt, but you still.
No, don't
pick
mention
it,
scabs.
You
Don't mention scabs on the
know?
air,
Like,
please.
That's good. It's that good pain.
yeah, you put it like it feels comforting to put
Look
a
at Nathan.
Q-tip in your ear.
Nathan,
Good
you like
pain.
that good pain?
Nathan
Michael
likes good
that
pain.
Good pain.
No.
Yeah, Michael loves good pain.
An Australian
Old
cattle
boy.
dog, Bluey.
What?
The street went from red to yellow, and right now it's just black on the Facebook.
No. All right, then I guess we should wrap up the show.
So,
I don't know. I guess we should look at it and see what's happening.
it's still recording,
Maybe not.
so just close out then.
Just hit
wrap it
the
up?
just hit the stream button again. Turn it back on. Maybe in two pieces. Just keep going.
Keep going. I was gonna look and see what we got cooking.
I'm gonna get you guys that button so we can hear it.
No, you know what?
I'm
We should put that in the car.
surprised they don't have a
looks
launch
like
pad.
we're
You
there.
guys don't have a sound effect board?
No, mine's is on the shuttle that's stuck up in
We
space.
do. Well, Nathan, do we have a sound
No,
effect
ours
board in
is
there?
on the space shuttle.
He said we're good now.
Because we have that one there. We could use that.
We're back.
He says we're back, so we're
You guys
good.
had like a whole table of sound effects. I would love that.
All right, so
Okay,
here's my
so wait,
We're back?
do a sound effect. You ready? Do a sound effect. There you go.
All right, so if a tree falls in the woods and no one's there to hear it, doesn't make a sound.
Yes, it does.
When it falls on you.
But no one's in there to hear it, doesn't make a sound.
Yes.
There could be a squirrel, a deer, someone looking like, oh shoot.
Snow White's there. The
Yes,
snow
it makes a
knows.
sound. Yes, it's pretty.
Shrek's
it's
there
in the
going,
same.
"Oh!"
It's in the same school of thought as water used to be wet.
Or
It
the-
only makes things
The
wet.
chicken or the egg, what came
What
first?
came first?
It's,
The
those
dinosaur.
are all those kind of topics.
You ponder any.
What came first, the chicken
You
or
guys
egg?
ever
The
wonder what came
dinosaur.
first? Encyclopedia. What came first?
Oh, you didn't bring the eggs, did you?
No, I forgot the eggs. We got to get eggs.
thought
We'll
about
go
it.
next door.
Hold on, we're gonna find out what came first.
The chicken or the egg?
Hold in my.
I would say the T-Rex.
I agree. Yeah, it's a
I would say the chicken came first because it evolved
Yeah,
From a
because they
different
originally actually came from a
Yeah,
from a
probably chicken.
T-Rex.
from a different, yeah.
So the T-Rex is actually chickens
Are
today.
you really serious?
Chickens today
Listen,
have more in common with the T-Rex
you
than
know-
they do anything else.
Do you know that during Prohibition they used to take eggs, cut the shell in half, take the yolk out, put the booze in there, put wax on it, paint it like an egg color, and ship eggs full of booze from Canada down. I mean truckloads from Canada down during Prohibition.
Why didn't we do this for Easter?
I don't know. I learned something new every day. Did you
That's
know?
a good idea.
Eggs?
You can put booze in it and then they wax it, seal it, wax it. Then they paint it.
Just
as a-
imagine, like, be
Like-
careful when you find it.
So what? Do they blow
that's a
out
lot
the
of
egg
work for one
first?
egg.
Or? That's a whole lot of work.
No, but they did this because they had to bring booze down.
But do they make machine? They didn't make machines then that blew out the egg. So
No,
who's
no,
some
they had a
blowing?
knife. They cut the egg. They take the yolk out and use the yolk, clean it a little bit, put the booze in, close the yolk, put
Sounds tedious.
the wax.
It's a whole lot of work for one egg.
They could have put it in like a milk carton or like I don't anything else.
Thank
like
you. That
a-
doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
They,
They actually
they put
did.
it. They put it in Mountain Dew.
Really?
They actually did
You know
put
where
it
Mountain
in
Dew
milk
came
cartons.
from? Prohibition. It came because Coca-Cola took Coke out of the Coca-Cola.
Is
Yeah,
that
the
true?
actual
'Cause there's
Coke.
really Coke
Look
and
it up.
Coca-Cola.
Look it up.
And there's
In
cocaine.
fact,
It's
was it
addictive.
Prohibition
That's
gave
true.
us
Kind of want
NASCAR.
another cup after you have one.
Yeah, look it up.
That was
Some
said we
people
use high-
still put Coke
we
in
use
their
high fructose
Coca-Cola.
corn syrup
I-
instead.
I
Some
talked
people
about
still
this
put-
when it came to Doritos. Something about Doritos, you can't stop eating
Something
them.
about Doritos is fun truth.
Actually, do you know that that actually started at Disneyland?
What, Doritos?
Yeah, so they would have the fried tortilla chips from the restaurant. So then they founded the Frito-Lay company in Plano, Texas, and that's where the Doritos come from.
Well, the object of the game of Doritos and all that is you're not supposed to just have one. They give you so that you become constantly eating it. Addictive.
That's what
it
I'm
is.
saying. I genuinely do feel like there's something in there.
And now they combine flavors. Like in here, they like that spicy chili and the Cool Ranch kind of like mixed together because you don't know what flavor.
Spicy ranch.
The roulette one. We should totally do that too.
If we
A
buy
roulette bowl.
the unedible chip, the one tortilla chip, the super hot, would you guys do it?
Isn't the Pika?
Would you do it?
The one chip challenge.
One chip
That
challenge.
one?
Would you
Yeah.
do it?
I would do the roulette one because they have the bag with
One
multiple
chip
flavors.
challenge. Would
What's
you
the
do?
roulette one?
The roulette one is a bag of. Look, he's like, she's turning it down. No, it's like it has spicy, it has the pico one, and then it has regular Doritos.
Is it called roulette?
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
And
Why?
basically you
Because
can
there's
get
no
it.
fun in that one.
But you can throw that one that you
No,
want in
no.
there.
We hold the chip up because you got to hold it up to say this is the Dorito one chip challenge.
Isn't it like
Would you
black
take
color?
it?
Isn't it black
It's a
color?
black bag with one chip.
Isn't it like $15?
It's
for a
about
chip or
this
something?
big. It's about $12 now.
It takes you like an hour to finish one chip.
No, you have to eat it and then watch what happens. Would you do it?
No.
No?
It had to be the whole chip.
I would.
You have to eat the whole chip. That's the
But
challenge.
then again, I'm always
A
hungry.
funnier challenge would be to eat it and do the game sin cara. Like,
No, you can't do that. Are you kidding? You're
sin
gonna
cara
be.
means like without
You're gonna
like,
be
Basically, half
crying.
of it.
This
like,
thing
you know,
is
you
so
take
hot.
a shot and you're like,
Nothing.
You gotta have an EpiPen handy.
I think that'd be so funny if all of us did sin cara.
No. Would you?
I'm not in
One?
pain, you
Can
are.
we drop the bit 1 second? Would you do it?
Maybe.
Macho Man over there?
Yeah, I might.
Say
You
yes,
might do
yeah,
it?
he's
There's a dude
down.
on YouTube who goes around to all these gas stations and like little corner stores and pays people $40 to try it. And
No,
sometimes they
because
won't
the,
even do it. Like,
the
they-
hospital bill is thousands of dollars. There are
Yeah.
people actually taken to emergency room.
Instant
Yeah.
heart burn.
No, instant heart attack. It's that hot. This
I like
thing
doing
is
stupid
intense.
things I know that will have bad decisions. But
Well,
I do
that's
that anyway.
obvious.
Thank you for being here.
Like, what do they say?
You didn't do that Tide
If you're dumb, you gotta
challenge.
be tough. You know,
Okay,
or
what's one
whatever.
of the
Don't
most
do it.
stupid
Medical
things
debt
you've
is
ever
not
done?
worth it.
I walked into a
Medical
tree.
debt can literally
Yeah,
stop
medical
you
debt
from
is
buying
crazy.
a house,
We
buying
give you an
a car, or even
EpiPen
getting a
and
job.
we
It's
put a we put
horrendous.
something in your mouth, tampon in your mouth to absorb the heat.
Dawn. One of the stupidest
Have you
things
done
I've ever
that?
done
Have you
was
put a
I
tampon
walked
in your
into a
mouth?
tree
Times
branch.
that.
The way that's an
People that I know.
What's the stupidest thing you've ever done?
Putting a tampon.
Besides getting married twice? Yes.
We crack
This,
ourselves.
it's the tampon challenge. First of all, back in the day, how
put it in
many
your mouth?
tampons can you fit in your mouth?
What?
You never heard
God,
of this?
I'm
How is your generation still
Men
alive?
do the
How many
strangest
tampons?
pranks.
You know,
Boomers,
you know what
boomers.
happens to a tampon, right? It expands.
Yeah,
So you get the super
That's
absorbent,
cotton mouth.
and you put it.
In a
How
different
many
way?
can,
This
can
is
you
why
put?
women
Can you
are
put
living men.
3? Can you put 5 in your? How many
It
can you
depends
fit
if
in your
they're
mouth?
slim, regular, or super
No,
absorbent.
super absorbent. You got to get the one that blows up.
Because one size does not fit all, apparently.
Well, that's when you buy condoms for the mic.
What's one of the stupidest things you've ever done, Alex? Look at her.
The thing is, like, if you're with me for a day, like, you'll just
Happens every
experience
moment.
something.
We need
Every-
a day in
every
the life
hour.
vlog.
Happens a lot.
Yeah.
You hear that, Michael? We need
Well,
a day
I
in the
know what's
life
gonna happen,
vlog.
But I'm like, you know what? Like, might as well at least try and see what happens. You know, like,
What was the
I don't know.
stupidest thing you ever did?
there's just so much. Like,
There's
I
so
can't
much.
name one particular thing. Honestly.
I walked into a tree branch and cut my forehead.
Oh my God.
That
It
isn't
was a
stupid. That's just
low-hanging
typical. That's just typical. That ain't stupid.
I would have just looked around like, oh.
I ate 22.
Good morning.
I ate 22 White Castle hamburgers with cheese.
At what time? 3 o'clock in the morning, huh?
I don't know what time it was. 3 o'clock.
That's the best time
You
for
ready
White
to wrap this
Castle.
up?
Anybody got another stupid one?
I once set off my house alarm by kicking the door.
At least you didn't set it on fire or
I
something.
thought you set it on fire. I said,
No.
We should ask Baxton. If he were only here, he'd be like, well,
Baxter
Let me
says,
tell
I
ya."
woke up this morning.
Baxton, we miss you.
What's the stupidest thing you've ever done? And come on, you've done plenty.
Yeah, I mean, the first off the top of my brain is definitely putting dirty clothes into the dryer, then waiting for it, then throwing it into the
I wonder why they don't dry, because they're not wet. Because you know water's not wet. So you don't have to wash your clothes now.
I got them warm. I preheated them.
You took the stink and just
No,
evaporated
my mom
it.
comes out of nowhere like,
Well, you melted all the germs.
what are we doing here? I'm like, you know what? That's a great question.
You put her dirty clothes in the dryer.
Oh, yeah, that reminds
Freddie,
me.
one day he took all the wash. It was spinning. It was washing. He stopped the washer, took the wet clothes and threw it in the dryer,
what?
and he flooded the whole basement. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" You said to put it in the dryer after it's done.
Laundry's different in New York for sure, definitely.
Yeah, it's like going to a laundromat.
You ever put your clothes on a line to dry?
She's like, sorry.
Never did that?
Yeah, in the shower in a hotel.
No,
They
you
used to have the
never
line for the
put it
shower.
in the sun so that the whites turn white and the colors turn colors. So in New York, nobody told me that if it's less than 32 degrees and you put it on the clothesline, you know what happens to your clothes?
They freeze.
They're giant frozen popsicles.
Wow.
Nobody told me that.
You should
I
do
had to
that
put it
as
in
like
the
a
hard way. I had to
prank.
put it in the tub. Yeah, I learned it out. My mother says you didn't just stupid.
So does the clothesline go from like one building to another,
Yes.
and it's on like a thing?
So you go panchetto. So what happens is you clobber it into the brick, and then I clobber mine in the brick, and then I throw the rope over. They
What if you
catch
don't?
it.
What if you don't?
It's
make it
usually
to
the
next
husbands
building?
that do it. No,
What
it's-
if you end up not liking your neighbors?
Well, then they cut the line and your clothes go. I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen that. But my father and the neighbor used to. All of us had it. If you look, all those Bronx tenements all had it.
Wow. You should write a book.
I still don't realize why they put the sneakers on the line.
We got new people here.
Sneakers on the line. You ever seen that? They put the sneakers on
Yeah.
I think it's just like a metaphor for like this place that you.
No, there's a meaning. It used to be a gang thing. I don't know what
But
it means
now
now.
it's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor?
Let's leave that.
You're going to have a thug. And you're going to say, yo, thug, come here.
But every
You're a
time you
metaphor.
Look at it, but if you see it in the movies, you look at it and you're like, oh, we're in someone's hood. You know,
Is
that's
that
the
what it is?
symbolism it has.
It's like-
Joseph, that's just going to be a segment for the day. What does sneakers mean on a line?
Why are sneakers on the line?
You ever seen that?
I have no idea, and I've never seen that
He's
before.
never seen it.
All right, he's gonna
Anybody
research
seen
it
it?
today.
Anybody here see
Michael?
sneakers on the line? No? You
Why?
see? Yeah.
Oh, I
Sometimes
don't know,
there's a
but I've
foot in
seen
the
it
shoe.
before.
You know, sometimes there's a shoe, there's a foot in the shoe.
You know, in the movie Big Fish, they actually have a pair of ruby slippers hanging over the telephone pole.
Yo, Michael, do you know what a Piggly Wiggly is?
Yes.
What is that?
It's got like a grocery store. It's almost like an Aldi's or.
Okay, now let's go towards booze. A booze. A Piggly Wiggly restaurant booze. You know what that is?
I do.
The liquor
It's
store?
a slushy with booze in it.
Yes.
You know how they have a snow cone at 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
And it's big and it has a slush.
Yeah, the Slurpees.
Slurpee. They put booze in it. I don't mean a little booze. I mean a lot of booze. So
I call them ices instead of Slurpees.
Well,
Okay.
they're just a different brand.
Well, you
Like,
remember
there's
El
also, like, the
Coquito Man?
slush
Ding,
puppy.
ding, 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 ding. He used to have the coconut or the shaved ice. We used to do that.
Piraguas.
The piraguas. Piragua? Well, this is a giant piragua, but it was booze. So I bought one and I tried it. I couldn't even drink it. I was drunk just walking to the bar.
One sip
Did you
and
watch
that's
yesterday too?
No, when I was up in wherever.
All right, we're gonna wrap this up.
You speaking of that, one more thing to say. Do you know I witnessed
things
a Western beef? You guys know that
I
one?
knew
It's
the-
a New York thing.
I said mobster.
There is a Western beef here in Boca.
Yes, in West Palm Beach. Oh,
No,
oh, that one
No,
here? Huh?
there's
Yeah.
one in Boca on West
That's a
Boca.
Yeah, I pass it
was
every day.
astonished when I seen
You remember Western Beef?
Because that is the only, because that's what I grew up on in New York, and
In
that is
Brooklyn?
the no in Staten Island. That's the only iced tea I ever liked in my life.
Iced
Western
tea?
beef iced tea.
Iced
Their
tea.
brand iced tea.
Western
So
Beef.
when I seen it, I was
Western
like,
Beef was a spot in the
it's
Bronx
like the Publix for New York.
for beef, but they used to serve beef.
That's why it's called
So they
Western
gave
beef.
Willie Stargell. We met Willie Stargell there, and they gave Freddie a picture of him. He says, "You're the best kid I've ever seen in a restaurant." And we have a picture of the All-Star Willie Stargell. And that's I'm gonna tell
Western
you.
beef
All
has a
right,
story.
we're gonna wrap this up. More to come midday. We've got Hello Your Health is Calling today at 11 o'clock with Sue Kostick. So tune into that on the Reinvented Life
And
Network.
if you want to contribute to washing this bad boy, let us know, and we'll put it collecting a fund.
We'll see you midday. Have a great morning,
1-800 send
everyone.
us money.
Bye bye.
Don't be late.